Good evening, Jan aka Janston Pickle coming back to you with another video. So today is an unboxing of the Shengshou Clock. Bit of a backstory, so when I acquired the Dwyer clock recently, my daughter got hold of it while she was watching me solve, decided to borrow it for a little while. A few minutes later she pipes up, solved it. So I had a look, sure enough she'd solved it. So by watching me solve it, she's worked out how to solve it as well. She's really enjoying messing around with my Dwyer clock. So we decided with her birthday money that we'd buy a couple of items from Cube. So we've got the Shengshou Clock, and we've also got a MoYu Cube Mat and some latches to attach the timer, so you can mount the timer on top of it. So we're going to do a quick unboxing of all of that today and a quick review of the Shengshou Clock. Let's get into it. So, big thanks as always go to Luke and Holly, Cubes UK, for keeping us entertained and for excellent stellar service as always. So let's get into some of the other items that we ordered. So first of all, we got a beautiful MoYu Cube Mat. We had a quick look at the options available and my daughter decided that this was her favourite design. And so we have the MoYu Cube Mat, which is very, very nice indeed. I'm going to put links in the description to all of these products on Cubes, so you can find them nice and easy. We also got the timer latch attachments, so you basically screw these on so you can attach your timer, which will be useful. So we'll do that at some point. And then if I move all of these things out of the way, get into the main event. So here we have the Shengshou Magic Clock. So what do you get? Clock itself, packaging, and a leaflet which looks like it's all in Chinese. No, there is an English version. Okay, it's a solution guide, so there we go. Okay, so let's get into the puzzle itself. So let's do some first turns. I was led to believe that this is incredibly stiff out of the box, and it is a little bit stiff, but I don't think it's as bad as some people have said, but I don't know, maybe I'm not used to a really, really decent turning clock, although the Dwyer is very, very good. Pins lock in really, really well. Obviously internal magnetization really helps with that, and that feels good. But my plan with this is that I'm going to do as other people have done. I'm going to strip it down and I'm going to loosen the screws on the internal casing, which apparently helps, and I'm also going to apply some lube to the inside of these faces as well, which should then smooth things out, and that should make turning quite a lot easier. So we'll take it apart, get it lubed up, and then come back, and then we'll have another quick look to see what the turning is like after that, and we'll finish off the review. Okay, we are back and we are freshly lubed. So one thing I will say about the Shengshou, which other people who have reviewed it have also said is a really, really good plus point, is the fact that it's actually held together with screws. 4 screws that hold the outer casing together. This makes it a lot easier to get into the puzzle. I'm led to believe with the Lingao, basically the plastic is essentially fused together, which means that you have to break the case open to be able to get inside it, which is not great, and very often what will happen is that you'll crack the casing. So the screws, definitely a really good plus point, absolutely fantastic. It was a doddle to get open. So as suggested by other reviewers, I loosened off. So you've got the 4 screws holding the outer casing together, and then the inner casing has 2 screws. And if you loosen those off, turning does become a little bit easier. And also I have applied a good coating of angstrom gravitas to basically the surfaces that the clocks themselves, the clock faces, actually turn against. So as you can see, turning is certainly greatly improved compared to what it was. I'm no expert in solving clock, only having had my first one last week, so I'm only a few days in. I haven't really invested that much time, but what I will do is I will do a very quick solve just to demonstrate. So let's just get a scramble on the go. Apologies, I'm not the quickest at scrambling either. Okay, let's go for a solve. Where do we go? Immense, easiest cross ever. Oops. That'll do. 42.91 seconds. So yeah, so in brief, definitely made a lot better with lubing and with the screws, the internal screws slightly loosened off. The internal magnetization feels great. That works really well. Pins snap into place really easy. Yeah, it's for £10, you really cannot grumble. It's it's a good puzzle. If you are new to clock, just getting into it, then I don't think you can go wrong with this. Absolutely don't think you can go wrong at all. I would probably, if you were a beginner to clock and you weren't really sure how to do any kind of setup, I would probably just advise to take these 4 screws out, take the outer casing, and just loosen the 2 screws that are on the inside of the casing. And just doing that alone will make turning of the cogs a lot easier. And then obviously put it back together again, and you're good to go. But yeah, great clock, especially considering the money. Just for a tenner, does the job beautifully. Thanks very much for watching, guys. As ever, hit the like button and subscribe, and hit the bell icon to be notified of future videos as they are released. For now, peace out.